So gentlemen, you're new to these dating streets, or you've come back to these dating streets after being gone a while. Either way, you need to figure out what these women are all about. So yeah, ladies, obviously this is a video for the gentlemen, but you can sit in the back and listen if you want to, see how men's minds work. So basically, you need to find out what things are the flags. Now, other channels and other things might teach you about green flags and red flags. Yeah, here at Balance of Power, I teach you that if you see a flag, you need to be like a referee. There's a flag on the play, you need to review the tape and find out what's going on. You need to do some digging. Alright, I do have to admit that oftentimes when you see a flag, it is one of the negative ones. So yeah, you might be doing some digging, but it probably is going to be something negative. So we're just putting that out there for show. And when you do see a negative flag, something that ends up after you do some digging, it's a bad thing, then you really just need to hurry up and dip, bounce, jet, get the gone. And one such flag that oftentimes is very negative is one that we've talked about on this channel many times, and that is Hansel.
Hansel, so hot right now. Hansel.
And what's so bad about Hansel being a flag? How is it a flag? How is it bad that if your girl is thinking about what's hot right now, how that could destroy you? Well, I know, it's confusing. You don't know what to do, but you did the right thing. You came to class. Balance of Power, I got you covered with today's lesson. Is she run by what's hot? Let's get it in. So first of all, gentlemen and ladies who are watching, let me just define what Hansel is. Here on Balance of Power, what I do is I break up the temporary parts of time into two main categories. One is society, the other is Hansel. Society is the last 3 to 6 years. Hansel is the last 3 to 6 months. Now, those of you who have never seen the movie Zoolander, there's a character named Hansel where every time they say this cat's name, they talk about that he's hot right now. So, for me, when I'm thinking about women, society, people, anybody talking about what's hot right now, I think of that phrase, Hansel, he's so hot right now.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
And oftentimes when folks, mostly the ladies, are talking about what's currently going on right now, what's hot, what's in the streets, that's how they think of it. What is hot right now? What is the temporary thing that everybody's on? What's the bandwagon stuff that people just have to be about? What words, what thoughts, what beliefs, all of that stuff. So gentlemen, what you need to look for is your girl run? Is she controlled by Hansel, by what's hot right now? So yes, gentlemen, many women are all about social media. They're about Instagram and TikTok and all the other things, and it's fine. That's not what I'm saying is, oh, she's doing social media, so that's bad. That is not the point. The point is, does she get her talking points, ideas, belief system, and general knowledge from what's hot right now? On TikTok and on Instagram are those thoughts and feelings that other ladies and sometimes gentlemen, but it's mostly other girls that are spouting a bunch of stuff off. Is that where your girl gets most of her information? Is she run by it? Is it controlling her beliefs, what they're saying on TikTok? Is it controlling her general base of knowledge of what they say on Instagram? Is your girl getting relationship talking points from social media that she brings to you in the relationship, and all of a sudden you getting in trouble because of some TikTok challenge? And just to shoot the elephant in the room, yes, you are hearing this from someone on YouTube, a teacher teaching you about these things on social media. But there's a difference here on Balance of Power. I've told you from the beginning, and if this is your first video, I'm about to tell you again, or you're going to hear it for the first time. We teach immortality here, meaning I'm teaching you lessons and things that are not just something that's hot right now, but something that's been how it is since the beginning of time. Since men and women and relationships and humans have gotten together, I'm teaching you those things, those universal rules, universal laws, universal ways of being. So they're not something that's going to be just hot because it's 2024 in the last half of 2024. I'm talking about stuff of this is how the nature of humans are, period. That these same rules will apply if you go back 2,000 years and you got a married couple arguing. These are the ways it's going to go down. There are going to be some slight changes when it comes to technology, kind of like this. But the fact remains, here I teach immortality. So there's a little bit of a difference. Plus, I've kind of studied this and I do this. I'm not somebody who's like, I don't know, some armchair psychologist who, for some reason, they thought they can get on TikTok and just spit some stuff for about 30 seconds on a pop and then that's it. They're just saying things that just sound good because they want other women to live the lives that either they wish they could or just whatever. I could go on, but you know exactly what I mean. And lastly, what's the harm? Why is it a problem that your girl might be getting her knowledge base and everything from what's hot right now? Simple. Because it's not immortal. It's not something that stands the test of time. It's not something that the foundation of who she is built upon something solid. The foundation of who she is, these foundational things, how she thinks, how she believes, her talking points, why she might be mad at you, why she might believe you, if all of that comes from something that's temporary, that changes literally every 3 to 6 months, that's not a house built on solid rock as its foundation. That's a house built on sand. That's why some of you feel like you're with a different woman all the time. And I don't mean that you're getting with different women. I mean your girl in particular seems to be different all the time. It's because trends and things change every 3 to 6 months and she keeps changing with the trends. You feel like you're with someone who's got multiple personality disorder. Now, obviously, here I have to let you know that, yes, sometimes women just be switching up how they think and how they feel kind of often, but this is a little bit more drastic, and it is where they kind of have no core beliefs, so let's just keep that in mind. And it also means that you can't trust anything your girl does or says or who she claims to be, because who she claims to be is going to be different every 3 to 6 months. She's not sticking to anything that you guys have created together. She's not sticking to anything that she was taught when she was growing up in her family. No customs, no nothing. It's just what TikTok says is hot right now. It's not anything that's built on foundational, this is how it means to be a good human, good person that's been the same in terms of honor and integrity for thousands and thousands of human history years. Nah, she's just allowing herself to be controlled by what's hot right now. Hansel.
It's that damn Hansel. He's so hot right now.
So like I said before, this is a flag. It doesn't automatically mean that it's negative or bad, but this one, it kind of does mean it's pretty bad, you know what I'm saying? But really what you have to do, gents, is you need to ask questions. You need to find out why and what and how deep the rabbit hole goes. Basically, is she doing this just for fun? Is she going with trends and all these kinds of things on a surface fun level? Can she put it down, or is it crack to her and she needs her heroin, her fix, her whatever? And I'm not saying stopping social media. I'm talking about, does it control fundamentally how she thinks and feels? Does it run her? Because if it does, how are you supposed to lead that? How are you supposed to lead anybody who's run by not even like society that lasts for 3 to 6 years of what is popular or hot or what's out there, but somebody who switches up what they believe every 3 to 6 months? Is that what running her? Who's running your girl? And that's really the question, gentlemen. Who's running your girl? Is it something immortal like God? Is it someone she cares about like you? Or is it
That Hansel's so hot right now.
And that's today's lesson. Now, if you found value in this, and I know you did, do what you're supposed to do and throw those thumbs. And of course, slap the subscribe button. Make sure you keep getting all these beautiful, juicy tidbits of information going into your YouTube feed on the regular. But don't forget, slide this video to someone who needs to hear this message. Now, I know you love these videos. Where else you gonna hear gold bars of information dropped on you like that on the regular? Nowhere. And that's exactly where you gonna go.
Where you going? Nowhere.
So come on back and watch one of these videos. Click on it. Get some more learning in. But until next time, no. Deuce deuce.